Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, Dusty's Color and Art. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back and viewing my content. If you haven't been here before, I hope you enjoy what you see, and I just hope that you will leave a comment. I love reading the comments and replying to them and having conversations with you guys and getting to know everyone. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. So today I'm going to be doing a kitting up, and a Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery had tagged me in, let's see, the Would You Rather tag questions. So sorry for the wrinkling. So once I get this going, then we're gonna start, I'll start doing the questions and we'll see how it goes from there. So how is everybody today? Did you all have a good Halloween or, and a good month? I mean, can you believe October is like over? That we're in November already? Like, I think that is just crazy. So, yeah, I mean, I believe it's like the 45th week of the year. I do a puzzle that you get one a week. So I do that and it tells me what week it is, which I don't think I've done it for this week yet. So, what are you guys working on? Anything special? Are you guys getting ready for the holidays? I guess American Thanksgiving is coming up soon. We had ours at, I think like the first or second weekend of October. So we went down to Darren's, my husband's parents. They live about 2.5 hours south of us here. And they go to Arizona for the winter. So we went down, and my husband and daughter, you know, helped them because they live out at a trailer park, at a golf course in the summer. So they went down and shut down the trailer and got all that done. And then, yeah, everybody got some Thanksgiving dinner, which I don't eat Thanksgiving dinner. I don't like potatoes or turkey or anything like that, so that's all right. So I'm going to be using these to kit up with, as well as the bigger ones. So I think most of them will fit in the smaller containers, but we'll see how it goes. I kit up by number, so it makes it pretty easy from there. And so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've never used these, so I don't actually know how much is going to fit in there. So we'll start with that. Oh, one of them fell down. All right. So on to the questions. So, again, this comes from Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery, so you guys need to check her out because she is absolutely amazing. She's really fun. I really enjoy what she does. So, the first question is, would you rather be the funniest person in a room or the smartest person in the room? So, for me, I would rather be the smartest. Because if you're smart, then you know how to, you know, be with people and charm people, and, you know, plus you have the smarts out of it. So you still can be funny if you're smart, but, you know, we've been watching Criminal Minds, and we are on the we're on the 11th season right now. And Spencer Reed is like one of my favorite characters ever, and he's just, I love how smart he is. I I would love to be able to read as fast as he does. Yeah, so I think intelligence, because then you can be smart, you can be funny, you know, you can still have all the traits of, you know, that type of person. So, yeah. So number 2, would you rather do something that you love and make just enough money to get by, or do something you hate and make billions of dollars? So that's a pretty tough question. So, I mean, no matter what, there are certain things I wouldn't do. Like, I would never work in a meat packing plant. I don't really eat a lot of meat. So that would bother me. And no amount of money could make me work in a meat packing plant. I did work when I used to live in Nova Scotia. I lived on Cape Breton Island, and I actually worked in a lobster and crab packing plant. I mean, it was really a cold place to work because you have to keep them cold and frozen to be able to ship them to where they need to go. So, I mean, I think I would rather do something I hate and make tons of money rather than something I love and just get by. So, yeah, I mean, because if you make enough money, then you don't have to work, and then you don't have to do something that you hate. So, number 3 is, would you rather have a terrible boss but a great job, or a great boss but a terrible job? And I would rather, oh, that's a tough one. I think I would rather have a shitty boss but a great job. You know, because if it's only your boss who is shitty, then, you know, it's not that bad. And you still have coworkers that are great. Yeah, I think I'd rather have a terrible boss, but a great job. I mean, again, it also depends what the job is, right? So, number 4 is, would you rather have an unlimited gift card to a restaurant or clothing store? Honestly, neither. I don't like eating. I mean, I do. Obviously, I have to, but I really don't care. And I'm a very, very picky eater. Like, ridiculously picky. So I kind of feel like, what's the point? Like, you know, if you give me a burrito every day, you know, I'm good with that. I don't need a ton of, you know, stuff. And at the same time, because I'm sick and I stay home, I don't actually go to work. So, for me, it's all about comfort, which, you know, I don't care what things look like. Like, I don't care if I go to Safeway and I'm wearing pajamas. It really doesn't bother me. I just want to be comfortable and cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So, yeah, I'd rather have a gift card to, like, a craft store or, you know, something like that. That, you know, like Michael's, where they have a ton of different hobbies. I think I would like that, because I do other things besides diamond paint. So I think that would be I'd rather have a gift card to a crafting place. Yeah. So, would you rather be on an airplane between 2 arguing passengers, or sit next to a baby screaming through the whole flight? It would definitely be the arguing passengers, because I would just offer to give up my seat so they could sit beside each other. Or I would just, you know, maybe go hang out in the bathroom so I don't have to be near them. But I don't think I could deal with a screaming baby for that long. So, oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Ha, thank God I noticed that. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of done with my children years, so that's okay. All right. And would you rather have unlimited respect or unlimited power? I would rather be respected. Power, I mean, I don't need power. I just, you know, I need my family. I need my people who love me. Power, to me, I don't know what I would do with power, to be honest. I mean, I guess if I could, you know, be powerful because I can, you know, give or make changes for, you know, homelessness and stuff like that, I guess that kind of power would be great. But if people respect you, then you kind of already have power because they listen to you. So yes, I would much rather be respected than powerful. So let's see. And would you rather have a completely automated house or a self-driving car? Neither, to be honest. I kind of, I'm a little scared of AI, to be honest. I don't think AI is such a great thing that maybe everybody else thinks it is. So I don't want my house to be smart. Like we have an Alexa, and we got it because we switched phone companies or internet companies, and I refuse to let my husband take it out of the box. Like, I just can't even begin to imagine having that thing listen to, you know, my conversations, or, you know, and I know it sounds like I'm paranoid and everything, but there are times when, you know, Darren and I will have a conversation, and, you know, within a day or two, suddenly I'm getting ads for what we were talking about, even though I've never looked at it in my phone. So, and as far as a self-driving car, I maybe in 10 or 15 years, you know, once they're made 100% safe, but right now, no, I don't want a self-driving car either. I trust myself and my husband, and, you know, I don't know. I definitely don't think I want a self-driving car. I know I'm paranoid. I'm okay with that. So number 8, would you rather live to be 150 years old and a boring life to live, or live to be 50 years and an exciting life? I would rather live to 50 years and have an exciting life, you know, have friends, and I mean, I guess it depends what kind of excitement they're talking about. Like, I mean, if there's a war, going to war, you know, isn't fun, but it would definitely be exciting. So, but I mean, when I think of that, I think of, you know, like, I'd rather have 50 years and get to know, you know, my grandkids, or, you know, rather than 150. And to me, 150 is way too long. My grandma died this year, and she was 94. So, apparently our family lives very long lives, and, you know, that is okay. It is what it is, but I wouldn't want an expanded past, you know, just having a fulfilling life. Number 9 is, would you rather go out for fine dining or order pizza and watch Netflix? I'd rather watch pizza and Netflix, because, like I said, I'm a very picky eater, and I don't really care about fine dining, because none of the food that kind of consists of fine dining is anything I would want to try. I just, like, my daughter managed at the very end of last year to finally get me and her dad go out for pho, I think it is, where it's like soup. But I just find it, I don't eat that kind of food. Like, I'm very basic. I could eat pancakes every day. I like, you know, I like cheese and crackers. I am not a huge fan of like food in that sense. So yeah, definitely pizza and Netflix, because yeah, it just makes way more sense to me. So although when I order pizza, I order it with barbecue sauce instead of tomato sauce, and then I get pineapple, mushroom, black olives, sometimes green peppers, although I find them hard to chew. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty basic. So number 10, would you rather have someone tell you the brutal truth or have them lie to you to protect your feelings? I would rather them tell me the brutal truth. I am one of those people, I guess, who tells people the truth, you know? Like, I'm the person who will tell you if you know, have something in your teeth, or if you have a booger in your nose, or, you know, if your pants are undone, that kind of stuff. So definitely the brutal truth. I can take it, so I'm okay with that. So we're on number 17. I'm gonna have to use a big one for this one. Would you rather forgive or forget? That's a tough one. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I can hold a grudge. I'm not proud of that fact. But I mean, if you forget, then you really don't have anything to forgive because you've forgotten it already, you know? So I think I would rather be the bigger person and forgive rather than forget. There are a lot of things that, you know, maybe I wish I could forget, but if those things hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I wouldn't have my kids, you know, like, so yeah, I don't want to forget, because that's what makes us who we are, is all of our experiences. So to me, I think that's more important, to try and be that better person and forget, or forgive, sorry. Number 12, would you rather relive the same day repeatedly or lose 1 year of your life? I would rather lose 1 year of my life. Yeah, I would just rather lose 1 year, because what is 1 year out of, you know, a multitude of years? I mean, I'm 40, oh, I'm 45. Sorry, I had to think about it. And, you know, at this point, I've lived a life, my children are raised, you know, so I don't think losing a year would be that terrible at this stage. I think I definitely would not want to live the same day over and over. That's just not for me. I mean, maybe if it was like, if you could pick the day, maybe, but even then, I kind of think that I would want to, like, enjoy my days one at a time rather than repeat them all. Sorry, I dropped something. All right, so number 13. Would you rather go back to the past and meet your loved ones who have passed away, or go to the future and meet your children or grandchildren? I would rather go to the future and meet my children and grandchildren. You know, who's to say that, I mean, at this moment, I don't have grandkids, you know, but if I went to the future, that would give me, you know, maybe some time to get to know them. And, you know, because we don't know what is going to happen, I think that, you know, meeting them would be awesome. So, would you rather meet the love of your life in high school or at the age of 30? Okay, so when I was in high school, I met my husband. And I was 14, and I was living at a friend's house with a friend. And I had worked at Safeway or IGA, whatever, with my husband, and I kissed him when I was 14, and we were under my friend's deck or whatever. So we, you know, drifted apart. I moved, you know, to Ontario and BC and Nova Scotia, and I was actually married, and because I got pregnant at 19 with my oldest daughter, Morgan, and I had married some guy, and he turned out to be very abusive. And so, that is okay. So my friend Michaela, who I was living with in Canmore when I knew Darren, she had gone to a party, and my husband Darren was there, and he asked about me, and so she called me and gave me his phone number, and it turned out he literally, like, we lived in this small town in Canmore in the Rocky Mountains, and so she gave me his number, and it turned out he actually lived like 6 blocks away from me, where I lived with, at the time, my husband and my daughter. And sorry. Okay, so anyway, he gave me his number to call, and I knew he wasn't home, so I called his home and I left a message and thought, you know, if he wants to get back to me, he will. If he really doesn't want to, then, you know, no harm, no foul. And so things were very rocky with my husband before this. He was very abusive. He didn't at that point like touch me or anything, but he was very emotionally and financially abusive. So he called me back, and he came to the house to visit me, and I had kept Morgan awake that night because I wanted her to meet my friends. And so Morgan was, you know, walking, holding on to tables and stuff, and she did not like my husband either. She would like cry when he held her, and she never wanted to be around him. So anyway, I put her down on the floor, and I was letting her tootle around, and she went and climbed around the table and climbed up into Darren's lap and fell asleep. And my ex-husband was so angry because she wouldn't do that with him, and he was just beyond angry. And so anyway, Darren and another one of my friends, Chad, they were there, and we went outside to talk. And my ex-husband, you know, kept coming to the door and telling me I had to come inside, and we were just sitting outside not doing anything, but Wes was making it very uncomfortable inside. So he, yeah, he just kept coming to the door and was like, well, you know, like, where are you? Why aren't you in here? You need to come in. And he kept, like, just coming out for no reason. And, so he, Darren left or whatever, and my ex-husband used to work, with, he used to work at 7-Eleven across the city, and he wouldn't let me go out or do anything. So while he was gone, Darren and I would talk on the phone. Occasionally he would come over and visit, and, you know, he knew at that point what was going on with, you know, Wes abusing me and whatnot. So, you know, it wasn't like, you know, we did anything wrong, because we did not sleep together or anything before I broke up with Darren. Or, sorry, I broke up with my husband. So I kicked my husband out, and I had gotten a job because I knew I was going to break up with him. So I'd gotten a job, and I'd gone to my mom's, and we came back, because Darren had gone with me to go pick up Morgan from my mom, and we brought her back, and then Wes said that, you know, he wanted to see her, and I had to work, so I told him he could, you know, come pick me up, and that, you know, he could drive us home, he could see Morgan and whatnot. And so he came in the house, and he said that, you know, him and his family wanted to, you know, take Morgan for, you know, the weekend. And I said no. And I was on crutches because I'd had foot surgery, and he freaked out and lost his mind a little bit, and he started beating me and forcing me to take drugs, and Morgan was sleeping in the next room. So kind of had, you know, obviously some issues with that. And so yeah, he came over and he beat me up very, very badly, and then I got him to leave, and his mother came and picked him up, and so he left finally, and I called Darren right away, and Darren took me to the hospital, and yeah, that's, you know, kind of that. And so anyway, so Darren and I obviously got together, and we have been together ever since. And we've always told Morgan that, like, when she was at the house, that that she chose him. Like, she literally walked up to him at like a year old and wouldn't let go of him. He was hers. That was just all there was to it. So yeah, so well, I don't even remember the question, but oh, would you rather meet the love of your life in high school or at the age of 30? For me, I met him in high school, but obviously we didn't get together until he was until we were in our 20s. So yeah, I actually really, really love the fact that, you know, that is what happened with our love story. And the last question, would you rather be with a jealous partner or a distant partner? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind if, you know, Darren was jealous sometimes, not all the time, but I don't want them to be distant either. I mean, Darren and I have been together for 24 years, and he's not a big talker at all, but when he does talk, we have great talks. So, you know, usually I'm the one talking because I'm home alone so much, so I tend to have verbal diarrhea. So I would rather have my partner. I think what we have is amazing. I love our love story, even though I, you know, talked about it and it was like a little bit random. Nothing was coming out the way I needed it to, but that's okay. So yes, there is my would you rather questions from Enza. I'm sorry it took so long. It has been a weird month. And yeah, so this is what we kitted up all those drills for, is my otters, is this stained glass thing. So this one has 17 numbers. Wow, 17, and they are all letters, just in random order. It's a 30 by 30, and so yes, this is what I will be working on. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this whip and chat, the would you rather questions. As far as tagging someone, I would like to tag Teresa from Teresa's Journey. She's just been really amazing to me. She's been very supportive, even though I don't know her very well yet. I really do hope to get to know her more in the future. Also, Louise from Crazy Borgies, if she hasn't been tagged yet, I would really enjoy that. Diamond Painting Madness, Lona, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but she is amazing. She is so creative, and, you know, she's very real on her channel. Like, she can discuss things, and it, you know, I think she's so brave for, you know, discussing her, you know, issues, good or bad, and I just really respect her. And if you guys have not checked out her channel, she is absolutely fun to watch. She has this one painting that is so beautiful that she wants to give away, but the video has to have 50 watches, and I think it's in the 30s now. So you guys go watch her video and look for the giveaway one. The picture is stunning, and she definitely deserves all your love too. And finally, Scarlett at Scarlett's Little Crafty Corner. She is amazing. I really enjoy talking to her. I have a lot of fun when I watch her videos. So yeah, and you know, just to throw in a couple more, we have Adrian at, is it Crafts Diamond and Nails, I think? Oh, I'm sorry, Adrian. And Kat at Diamond Painting Bewitched Cat. She's amazing as well. I mean, there are so many people I want to do, like, you know, there's so many people. So, Crafty Chef Diamond, she's amazing. Hoya Bella, Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. Snuggy's Crafting Corner. The Bergs Run, Crafting with V. Diamonds Around You. Rona Tradwell, I think, Tradewell. Crafty Cat. Diana Loves Colors. Jan Keeling. Nancy Alley. Diamond Painting with Jack, who has an event going on this month for Hello Kitty, but it can be any kind of cat you have in your stash. Let's see. Diamond Art Joy. Diamonds by Tita. She is amazing, and her channel has like just skyrocketed. She's so worth watching all the time. DP with Jackie. Diamond Painting with Sweet Tea. Oh, she is such a friendly and lovely person, and you guys need to check her out. Diamond Nana 1026, Charisse Crochets, Susan Diamond Paints, Becky's Diamond Bling, Kim C2015? Kim C2075, sorry about that. Andrea Harris 805, Crafty Crone Corner, My American Girl Doll Adventure, Shirley's Real Life, Diana Webb 2551, Muttnuts Crazy World, Diamond Grandma, and Mary Radcliffe. These women, and oh my god, and Real Men Craft 2 with Richard. Like, this community is just amazing, absolutely amazing, and I hope that you guys can check all of them out. So yeah, thank you so much for being here for my kit up. I know these really aren't cats, but I don't have any cats in my collection, so I'm going to pretend the otters are cats. Maybe Jack will let me go with that one. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all so much for sticking with me if you have. I really enjoyed this whip and chat. And remember, you matter and you are enough, always. Thank you so much. Have a